Hello everyone, it's Norm from Engle Orchards again. This video was supposed to be my first video of the day. Audio issues when I was going back to review it. Now that I'm kind of looking into video auditing software, novice at that, but this was supposed to precede all the other videos that I posted today. This, I was just doing a brief walkthrough of one of the sections of the orchard on my property. It's kind of broke up into 3 different sections. But yeah, I kind of wanted to walk through spraying in the summer here and kind of go over some of the reasons why I spray and what I spray. So let me just readjust the camera here and we'll take a brief walk through the orchard. All right, so this is the peach tree. I know in the last video, or one of the videos I posted today, I was talking about summer pruning peaches. I did this one shortly after because I want to spray all of these together as well today since I'm free and I got time. As you can see, severe insect pressure on this tree. This will be from a variety of insects, Japanese beetles, some leaf cutters. There's probably other insects in here, but those are probably the primary 2 that are causing the damage. Japanese beetles, yes, there's one of those guys that I'll be spraying in a little bit here. They'll do damage within the margins of the leaves, so the inside, in between the veins. But the damage can also be larger than that. But yeah, this is a combination. Let me see. Dwarf Gala and Dwarf Gala, those look pretty good. Those are finally starting to grow this year a little bit more. Now the deer, I put bigger fences up so the deer aren't eating them as much. Same thing here, right? Heavy insect pressure. How I mentioned leaf curl in the last video. This tree, this peach and the other peach don't really have it as bad as that one that I did the prune on earlier, but it still has it. Here's some unnamed apple varieties. I'm trying to figure out what they are. We'll talk more about that in future videos. Outside of insects, but white-tailed deer damage through all of these. All this stuff kind of getting chopped back. Got some pretty decent fruit on this one too so far. But these apples will primarily have insect damage, right? And as I mentioned in the other videos, the bigger the tree gets, the less severe the damage is for the overall health of the tree, just because there's so much more growth that it would take a lot to cause severe pressure. We've got some curling leaves in this one, a little bit too, how they're starting to curl up. Means they're just getting a little dry. We keep getting storms here in Michigan, but they keep eluding our area here. I'm trying to walk around, so here's some more insect damage. I don't know if you've seen out of the corner of the camera there, a Japanese beetle literally fell on me. Growth on this tree looks pretty good. Here's some more curled leaves. Some lesions on the leaf as well. Oh, let's see here. I'm trying to look for the fungal issues and why I spray the apples. It looks like my spray program did okay between the years because we're on position. There's a subdivision all the way around me. Oh, right here we go. Cedar apple rust, there we go, the frog's eye. That was a lot worse on these trees before I started spraying. See, there's some Japanese beetle in the margins. But yeah, apple scab, cedar apple rust would have a pretty big deal through here, just with all of the other landscape plantings that are around me in the subdivision behind me here. That actually surrounds me. White-tailed deer damage. Yes, this is actually higher than I thought. This is probably 5 foot off the ground where they're eating these. Aphid damage. See how the leaves are kind of curled? If we look up under here, this is kind of cool that we've seen this together. Aphids on the back side of the leaves. They're a sucking insect, so they'll suck the sap out. I'll take care of those in a minute here after I spray. Just one more tree I wanted to show you. Here's some more, right? Cedar apple rust. Like I said, just the junipers and the other competing plants in the subdivision that surrounds me. White-tailed deer damage. Doesn't really affect this tree a whole lot. It produces a ton of apples every year. Biggest producer I have on the smallest tree I got. And this is even after thinning the fruit. Fruit looks gorgeous. So I'm cutting down on the fungal issues and I'm seeing results. So I just implemented a spray program. probably about 2 years ago, just to kind of not have the deformed fruit, better leaves, less insect pressure, more new growth right at this time of year. So I use Captain Jack's Orchard Spray. It's a really good product. It has sulfur and then an insecticide that is made from chrysanthemums. Some people know what those are, some don't. I know everybody probably knows what a mum is. So it's a perennial mum. They dry the flowers, they press them, get the oil out, and that's a natural insecticide. So that spray, like I said, is a combination. It's insects as well as disease and fungal issues, ranging from blight to like apple scab that I mentioned. And it can be used on all fruit trees and vegetables. So I'm going to use it on my grapes as well, which are kind of off to my side here. My strawberries, as I'm walking through this area here. So I just thought I'd kind of show you guys what some of the damage looks like, what causes it, what to look for on the leaves, and what I use to help remediate that issue. So thanks again. If you like the content, please feel free to like and subscribe.